back with another life update video. I feel like every year I do some sort of update video at Lumpini Park. It's considered as the deep talk park for me, but nowadays I only come here in the morning to run because I signed up for the half marathon. It's November 30th. It's the Amazing Thailand half marathon, and it's gonna be my very first running event in my life. I have less than 27 days, but technically probably more like 3 weeks, because the couple days before the actual running, you have to rest. So yeah, basically I have 3 weeks to go from 13 kilometer to 21 kilometer. The most I ran is 13 kilometer, but that's more like run and walk. If I do continuously run, that's 10 kilometer, and then my heart rate goes really high up, and it just uses a lot of energy if you run at the red heart rate zone. That is the mini update about my running situation. I still do it, but I might not post all the time. It's just like you improve by yourself. But yeah, I've been in Thailand all along, specifically Bangkok. I just use it as a base, and I plan to be here for a long time. It's just that I don't really go outside except for when I have to film, or if I gotta go run errands or hang out with people, and that'll usually be in shopping malls. Like I always say, Bangkok is a good base, but I feel like I'm not making use of this base because I do want to travel to more places, especially in China, which I got my 10-year China tourist visa after my flight, but on the bright side, at least I still got it. So I want to plan more trip to China. I thought about doing solo trips even in Thailand and outside of Thailand, but it's just that once you have a boyfriend, you want to share the memories together. I can solo trip, but I'd rather not, because I want to be able to share that memory with someone. So I have to wait for his work schedule because he is like in corporate, so I kind of adjust according to his schedule, which I'm okay with because I'm quite flexible. That is the good thing about being freelancer. You can say you're in control of your time, and that's why I'm at the park in the evening. Although I usually come here at the morning. I think the morning vibe is a bit better. I think in the evening is a bit weird and a lot of foreigner, because I guess they're like tourists, which is okay, but I like the morning vibe here more. Actually, evening I think is a bit humid, or maybe it's just today because it rained. That's the mini internal conflict I have lately in terms of wanting to travel, but I have to wait for other people. Oh, in terms of the condo, which I don't show much, I'm still in the same condo as the last moving video you saw. I'm in the same condo. I really like that place, but I just don't show it much. Wait, actually I use it a lot in the background, but I don't show it in detail. My theory in life is to not own that many things. I still have that thought. I always had this idea where I want to fit all my belongings in one luggage, and even after settling in Thailand, I don't want to accumulate more stuff. The current condo I have is 46 square meter. It kind of makes you limit the stuff you have because your space is also limited, but I don't feel like the condo is small. I think it's perfect for 1 to 2 people. So that's why I don't see myself living in a bigger space at the moment. A lot of people say how you get more value if you do the older condo, but that's not really my thing. I don't mind the smaller space because I don't own that many things to begin with. I also like to donate stuff, like for example with clothes. After I wear for 2 or 3 videos, I just get rid of it, but I donate it so you're not wasting it, because I think some people need it more. About running, since we're kind of at it, yeah, after I started, like I said, I was never an athletic person, and my form I'm still trying to improve on, but I wanted to get into it because I just felt sluggish, so I just started running casually. It was more like a walk that turned into a jog, and then run, and then sign up for the half marathon, so I have something to look forward to. After I started running, I noticed the face got slimmer after 2 or 3 months, but also I don't really care about other people anymore, as in I don't have this urge to scroll, because that was a mini issue I had back then. But now I don't really care about anyone in a good way. I just kind of focus on my own life, and my boyfriend is kind of my best friend, so I just hang out with him. I also don't really meet new people nowadays unless if it's for work. Also, I don't purposely try to meet new people, because if I'm meant to meet someone, I will eventually meet them. So that's why I also don't really believe in networking and connection, although I think it's important in the corporate world. But yeah, I'm not a fan of networking. The highlight of my life recently was I was a guest speaker at Bangkok University, which I'm low-key proud of, because I've always wanted to speak, although I don't think I did that good, but I will improve next time. When I went to the university, it was about 40 to 50 people in the audience, which wasn't that scary because it's like you're doing a PowerPoint and then you're presenting. But next time I'll do better. Yeah, I feel like every time I do something, the first time it's always kind of dramatic. Like the first time I was a panelist, I was with the governor, and then the first time as a guest speaker is at the university, and the first running event is the 21 kilometer. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the first time moving away from my parents is to Bangkok. So every time I do something, it's kind of dramatic. About my Thai language level, I don't really have motivation to learn, because in what I do or in my everyday life, I don't really need to speak Thai fluently, so I don't have that motivation to learn. But I am better at listening. Like I can understand 70-80% of the conversation if it's just like a daily conversation. But if it's a deeper topic like technology or finance, I will have some difficulty with the words. But yeah, I think the first step is to listen, and I feel like eventually somehow one day you'll be able to speak once you start listening. That is my theory. Yeah, nothing much in my life lately, but I kind of just wanted to update because yeah, it's like a yearly routine. Lately, just focus on myself, focus on improving with running, because I am a beginner, started from zero. So there's a lot to learn. But the biggest takeaway is that it's really good for your mental health and your creativity. And it makes you realize a lot of things, and no one can do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. I mean, like, you gotta move your body yourself, and you gotta find that urge to come out. And actually, you don't have to run, you can just walk. I think walking is also really good. In case if you're wondering about my video situation, so basically lately I've been more into making short video, but I don't like watching short video. And I don't really recommend people watching short video. Like if you were my friend, I wouldn't recommend, because I think it's pretty bad for your brain. I do think that it's good to see reviews, like for example, if you want to go to a cafe or a spot, but I don't really consume content anymore, because I think a lot of it is marketing, and it's more like, do you actually want to go to that cafe or spot, or is it just because people are saying that it's a must-go spot online? Y'all know it's humid when the hair is getting a bit sticky and wet. Anyway, this is it for this video. I don't really like, my life is pretty boring actually. Basically everything that you don't see online is kind of lame, but the reason why it's online is because it's somewhat kind of fun. My life is more like a routine. It's quite simple, which I like. I don't like a lot of drama, you know. The sun is about to set, and the last thing I want to say is that I plan to be in Bangkok for a long time as my home base, but I want to travel to more provinces, in which I'm kind of waiting for my friend or boyfriend to be free. Okay, that is it for the update, and I will see you guys in another video.